Hello friends, today we are going to learn in second part, chapter number first, laws of motion. Here in this point, in this part, we have to learn first point, distance, time graph for uniform motion. When an object in uniform motion, it covers a equal distance in equal time interval. Here in this, to draw this graph, distance taken on y-axis and time taken on x-axis, so the graph becomes a straight line. The graph becomes a straight line. Then second point we have to learn here, distance time graph for non-uniform motion. At that time, an object is moved in non-uniform motion. It covers unequal distance in equal time interval. Here also, to draw this graph, distance taken again on y-axis and time taken on x-axis, so the graph does not become a straight line. Then third point, velocity time graph for uniform velocity. Third point we have to learn here, velocity time graph for uniform velocity. Here also, to draw this graph, velocity is taken on y-axis and time taken on x-axis. When the velocity time graph, it becomes a straight line and which is parallel to x-axis. Then next point we have to learn here, fourth point, velocity time graph for uniform acceleration. The velocity changes by equal amount in equal time intervals. Then the velocity change by equal amount in equal time intervals. Here also we have to draw the graph, velocity taken on y-axis and time taken on x-axis. The graph becomes again a straight line. In this manner, it becomes a straight line. Then next point we have to learn here, fifth point, equations of motions. Fifth point, equations of motion. An object is moving along a straight line with radius or with initial velocity u, final velocity v, then time t, acceleration a, acceleration is denoted by small a, and displacement s. The three equations of motions are formed there. It is as follows. First equation, v is equal to u plus a into t. So this equation shows the relation between velocity and time. Look here, this equation is formed for uniform or motions. So v is equal to u plus at. This equation shows the relation between velocity and time. Then second equation is formed here. S is equal to u into t plus 1/2 at square. This equation shows the relation between displacement and time. This equation shows the relation between displacement and time. Then third equation is formed here. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. This equation, third equation, shows the relation between velocity and displacement, or displacement and velocity. Such type of three equations are formed here. You have to use to solve the equation examples based on these equations. Then next point, we have learned here a uniform circular motion. 6th point, we have learned here uniform circular motion. Circular motion. When an object moves, when an object moves with a constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called as uniform circular motion. Look here, listen carefully once again. When an object moves with a constant speed along a circular path, it is called as uniform circular motion. When an object is moving a constant speed along a circular path, the change in the velocity due to the change in direction. It means velocity changes due to the change in direction. Then if an object moving along a circular path, the radius r and time t, its speed can be calculated by this formula. So such a formula is speed is equal to circumference upon time. So you know that speed is denoted by v and circumference is denoted by 2 pi r upon t. So you can use such a formula to calculate the speed. Then last point we have to learn here in this second part. Determine the direction of the direction of velocity in uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. For that, you have to take a disc, a circular disc you have to take and move around its axis and place some marbles on that circulated disc. Such marbles are thrown off here. Look, observe this. On this basis, such type of action you have to repeat again and again. You have to repeat again and again here and observe the direction of marbles thrown off. The point will be thrown off in the direction of the tangent, and such a tangent is perpendicular to the radius.